The Henry Survival Rifle. Oh, wait. This is the Henry Survival Rifle. Oh, wait a minute. Now this is the Henry Survival Rifle. It's been around for more than 60 years. We got a chance to pick one up and we're going to shoot it. We're going to talk about it. Stick around. Welcome to Rider's Range, while we take a look at the Henry AR-7 Survival Rifle. Actually, I think Henry just calls it the Survival Rifle, not the AR-7. Although this has an interesting history that goes back actually to the AR-5, which is a bolt-action survival rifle designed by A.R. Stoner back in 1956, I think, for the Air Force. And the AR-7 semi-automatic version of that came out in, I think it was 1959. Again, an Armalite patent. Armalite eventually sold out to Charter Arms. Charter Arms sold out to, I believe it was Survival Rifle Company or something similar to that. And about the same time, I think it was AR-7 Company started making these two. Then Henry took over the rights to this back in about 1997, and let's see, in 2004 I think it was, the AR-7 Company sold back to Armalite, but haven't heard anything more from Armalite since then. So really Henry is the way to go, and of course Henry says made in the USA or not made at all. Interesting gun that it only weighs 3.5 pounds, and supposedly it'll float, not indefinitely, but it will float assembled or disassembled. And as you saw at the beginning, the components, including the two 8-round magazines, are stored in the buttstock, and this will float for some period of time. Not completely waterproof, but at least water resistant. It does have a change. The Henry model has a change since the original, in that it has a Weaver style tip-off mount on it that you can mount a scope if you want to, although you certainly can't put it in the buttstock with the scope on it. Has a peep sight in the rear. Interesting adjustability on this. If you loosen this screw, this little stamped steel plate will adjust for your elevation. And I'm not going to take it apart right this second, but on the opposite end of that plate is a smaller aperture, which gives you a slightly different, more precise aiming perspective. On the front, it has an orange dovetailed blade sight, and of course that can be moved left and right for windage if you need it. Slight serrated ramp for it. I believe it's an ABS plastic stock on it, and magazine release is right there to drop the included 8-round magazines. This was designed as a survival rifle, so therefore it's designed to be able to take small game. I got some small game targets set up here at 12 yards. 12 yards is about as close as you're going to get to some of those, so let's just give it a try. Oh, this says it's supposed to take a high velocity 40 grain bullets. I've got a variety of bullets here going from 36 grain up to 40. We're going to try several of them. I believe I've got the 40, let's see, CCI Mini Mag, 40 grain, 1235 foot per second, round nose copper plated, 22 long rifle ammunition in it. I've got some of those loaded up in the first mag. Let's try small game here at 12 yards. Oh heck, I'm going to be brave. We'll try this offhand. The bolt pushes in for storage, pulls out to be able to work the action, and simple charging of the action. Safety is at the back of the receiver. To the rear is safe, to the front is fire. So let's see if we can pick off a squirrel from 12 yards. Okay, how about a woodchuck? All right, well, I'll go for it, I guess it is. Let's see, what is that next one? It's like a crow. How about a rabbit? And looks like a pigeon there at the end. I'm not sure I'd want to eat pigeon, but oh, come on. There we go. 2 rounds left. I'll just go for that white 8-inch there on the left. Actually, can I get one of the 3-inch circles there at the bottom? Or not. Bolt does not hold open after the last shot. You can see that it is now empty. Interesting rifle that I haven't weighed the trigger on this. It feels like it's probably in the 6-pound range. It works. It's not your world's best trigger, but hey, it's a survival rifle. Nice finish on it, and I'm not sure exactly what the finish is. I'm sure the Henry literature will say, it does say on the side of the barrel, 22 long rifle only. It is kind of a matte finish on the receiver. It's actually kind of almost a textured finish on the receiver, and just a smooth black finish on the barrel, and of course black polymer, and does say U.S. Survival on both sides of the buttstock. This was made for small game, so let's try some small game at 25 yards. All right, I have 8 rounds of Aguila Super Extra 38 grain ammunition loaded up in here. These are hollow points, and it says these will do 1,280 feet per second. I haven't chronographed them, but we'll see if they'll take the small game there at 25 yards. Oh, interesting thing about the magazine, there is a spring, I don't know if you can see in the camera or not, right along the side of the magazine. That's actually what aligns the ammunition, and I've seen some of the Charter Arms magazines, I believe, did not have that spring. Maybe some of the aftermarkets don't either. I'm gonna have to try some of those out, but so far these have worked okay. Let's try a small game here at 25 yards. And for this, I'm gonna sit down. All right, there is looks like a crow on the left. How about a prairie dog or whatever it is next to it? And let's see, what do we have? A rabbit next. A squirrel. And is that a pigeon? All right, I'd say it works for small game at 25 yards. Let's see, there's an 8-inch plate, white with a red center. I got a few rounds left. Let's give that a try. All right, how about way over there on the right, a 6-inch, plain white. All right, and how about the head flipper? It's not going to move it much, but the head flipper on the black silhouette. All right. Henry survival rifle. Interesting little gun. Designed for backpackers, hunters, fishermen, whatever. Just something to throw in your backpack. When you take this apart, it's about 16 inches overall. It does have a 16-inch barrel on it. It does come out though to about 30 inches when it's all assembled. And again, about 3.5 pounds. Light, easy to use. Kind of weird ergonomics. It's not centered on the buttstock, but you know, so far it's been working okay. Just for kicks, I wonder if it'll reach out and touch anything at 50 yards. Got to give it a try. We're going to shoot some CCI Mini-Mag varmint rounds. These are 36 grain, allegedly going about 1,260 feet per second. And let's just see if I can hit anything at 50 yards with this. Got to, well, I'm shooting around some foliage here. Oh, the silver gong on the left. And let's see, I got to move around a little bit to get to that 16-inch. White with a green center highlight. Can't tell it from here. Not going to move them much anyway. Let's go to the white 10 with the black center, high left, well, sitting high in the middle there. Well, I'm going to blame it all on me. There we go. How about the 8-inch white with the red center? I can just barely see it through the weeds. Let's give it a try. No. There we go. All right, there's a 6 to the left of that. I think I have 1 round left. Let's see if I can get that 6. No, it didn't have any rounds left. Okay, does not hold open. All right, just for kicks, let's put some Norma X-Tac 22 40 grain round nose. Let's just put 5 of those in there. I really like to be able to get that 6. All right, trying for the 6 through the weeds. First shot. All right, still got 4 left. Let's go back to the 10. 8 again. And a couple left for the big silver gong. The Henry survival rifle again, technically the original AR-7, a slight variation on that theme. It works for me. They say this will work out to 100 meters. My range only goes to 50 yards, and if I can hit a 6-inch plate at 50 yards, it ought to be good enough to hit a rabbit at 50 with somebody certainly more skilled with a rifle than I anyway. But it interesting little gun. These things retail for yeah, in the neighborhood of 300 give or take. I got a good bargain on this brand new at Brownell's when I was on my way out to Colorado recently. Couldn't turn it down, and nice, interesting little survival rifle that is, well, let's take it all down here again. Self-contained, magazines go in there. Barrel's still relatively cool. Just threads off. There is an alignment lug right there to make sure the barrel is aligned properly, and barrel slips down in the buttstock, and the buttstock does, the receiver unscrews from the buttstock with a very easy to access bolt. Couple more turns, there we go. And then the receiver with the bolt pushed in, of course, sits down there, all self-contained, and there is the Henry survival rifle. Thanks so much for stopping in.